there, it's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome so much. Welcome to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's so wonderful to be with you here in our craft studio. Now, you are watching a premiere, which means I'm not exactly live, but I'm kind of live because I'm sure you'll see me in the comments somewhere at some time. And we're so glad that you can join us and be here with us. Please comment, say hello to each other as you always do. And if you have any questions, if there's something you don't know what I'm doing, I'm sure that many of you here today can be our moderators for us. If you know the answer to the question, please reply. Because we may not be able to. We are doing some more voluntary work this week. We've got so many exciting projects that we're working on at the moment, but I didn't want you to miss out on our weekly videos, so I've made sure that there's a premiere here for you. So I need your help. Do you think you can be moderators for us today? We have 100 moderators here today. Now, please also remember that you can comment along. You need to be logged in to your account to be able to comment. And you also can share our video with anyone that you think would like to see this creative class, a free one at that. Who doesn't want a free class? Sure, send around. Now, I'm going to be working with an oldie but a goodie today. I actually went back to an old card of mine. I used a different die, but I really loved the look of it. And I thought, oh, I'd like to replicate that with different products. I love sort of, copy and selectively edit, as I like to call case. And this one here, I think you're absolutely going to love because I'm using a bit of new product with some annual catalogue product, and it's annual catalogue from quite a number of years ago. So let's have a look here and see what you think. Here we go, people. Let's zoom on that little baby there. Now, this beautiful Highland Heather card, I channeled my inner Jessie because she loves her purples. And I absolutely love this die. However, this die is quite a unique shape for us here in the South Pacific. It's not quite the right size. Sorry if it's reframing. I'll just cover my face so it doesn't try and focus on me. But yeah, it doesn't quite fit our card sizes. So I've come up with a little idea of what you can do here to just utilize it in a different way. And then the new product is this gorgeous Heartfelt Hexagon bundle, which is available now for both customers and demonstrators. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the shape and I love that you can do it both landscape and portrait. And there's a fantastic stamp set that goes with it. So you can get it in the bundle. Highly recommend the bundle because you get the 10% discount. So it's well worth getting it together. And this is the amazing punch. We all love a punch. We've been like, please Stampin' Up, give us more punches. And they're listening, people. So let's go and appreciate what they're listening to. So this bundle was actually designed for the World Card Making Day, which is tomorrow in the South Pacific. I don't know if it's the same everywhere around the world, but if you are in the South Pacific, it is tomorrow. I will pop up the link if you want to go along to that event because it's actually a free event that Stampin' Up are putting on. And even if you don't have the products handy, you can check it out, see if you like what they've made, and from there decide whether it is something that you would like to invest in. Hopefully after today's card, you're going to already decide you're investing in this bundle because it's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you was our event, our amazing event coming up at the end of this month. It's coming up really quickly, so please make sure that you subscribe to our online stamping retreat. That gives me so much joy, that image. Thank you, Britta Bertucci. Session 2 for 2023, so please don't miss out. We want to thank you all so much for your support. Lisa and I were literally just messaging and we were just like, we are so overwhelmed and so excited about this session, and we know that you are going to absolutely love it because the whole thing is fun folds, and even if you're a new stamper, that's okay. I've kept my fun fold very simple and yet very effective. So even if you're new to crafting, you will absolutely love this. And even if you don't have any of the products, you don't have to have Stampin' Up! Products to play along. Just swap out the paper. Swap out the stamp set. Even if you do love Stampin' Up!, you don't have to have any of the products that we use, because not only do we make the 4 projects, so I have a single one, no, we all have a single one each, so that's 4, and then we have a jewel project, so that's another 4, so we have 8 that we show you on the day, but then each of us show another 3 on the side. So there's so many amazing ideas. You're literally going to be like, oh my goodness, there's so many ideas. I could just take this into so many different places depending on what products you have. So the idea is more about the technique and the fold than it is about the products. So please don't get bogged down thinking I need to have everything that they are using. No, you don't need anything that we're using. You can just use what you have in your craft room. So that's the idea. It's more about the event than it is about the product. And we really want to reiterate that. And also on the day, even if you can't come along live, that's okay. There's a recording, so that's fine. But even if you do come along on the day, it is such a fun event live that you don't even have to craft on the day. Just come back and watch. Just enjoy the company, chat away, or maybe make some and then chat some. Whatever you want to do, totally up to you. It's completely flexible. But we want to let you know that we have jam-packed so much content that I actually think it's impossible to actually finish everything in one day. Like, I think there should be a reward. If someone finishes all of the projects that we show you on that day, I think there really should be. In fact, I'm happy to give that to someone. Come to me and say, I did them all at the end of the day. And I'll be like, oh, here you go. Here's a prize. I don't know what the prize is, but I'll be impressed if you get it done, because we have a lot of content so that you feel like it's lots of value for money. And it's true. It is value. So just scan this QR code. If you have a phone or an iPad, just go to the camera setting, or if you have an Android, I think you can just go to the QR code scanner, scan that QR code, and that will take you to our website, or just type in www.onlinestampingretreat.com and go over there and register for our event. You will not be disappointed. And if you are, just come to us and let us know, and we'll help you out. We'll be like, sure, we understand. What didn't you like? Tell us everything so we can learn. We learn every single time. Now, I haven't put up the new picture of the video class bundle. I just realized it still has Zoo Crew there. However, we are on our new one, which is Le Shop. And I absolutely love my card, but I'm always, a little bit biased about my card. But it again is a fun fold card that is very simple and yet very effective. And I absolutely love it. It's got great angles, geometric, and it just, suits the design so well. So even if you don't want the Zoo Crew, just scan the code. There's lots of other classes. They come in a bundle of 12. You get 12 different classes using the same suite. And again, even if you don't have that suite, ignore. Just use what you have. You're going to learn so much from these classes, whether you have the products or not, because they're fun folds or boxes or techniques. There's just so much to learn from every single bundle of classes. So check out those and scan that code. Now, let's get happening with a bit of crafting, shall we? Let me flip this down here so that you can see my beautiful card here. Oh, it's upside down. That could help. So I'm really excited about this one, and you can see here now that we're facing down that there's quite a few little layers in here. So if you wanted to get our card template tutorial, it's a very, very good investment when you're doing layers like this, and I'll show you exactly how they work if you haven't got them already. Now, I think I have a QR code. You know what ended up happening to me? You will be so sad for me, everyone. I'll go front on for this sad story. My computer broke down, and it was very sad. And I had to replace the whole computer. And so a lot of the things that I had set up here have now disappeared. So I do actually have a card template QR code, but do you think I might? Oh, I think I might have found it, people, which is a shock. If this works, I will be really impressed with myself. I might even give myself a little clap. I'll go. Well done, Kylie. Here we go. Will it work? I literally cannot believe it. I'm giving myself a clap. If you would like the tutorial, the scan card template here, for the card templates, just scan there and you can go and get that. Don't you love these scanning codes? Do you all like it? Tell me in the comments below. They're so fun. It's a much better way of scanning instead of, I saw it in a restaurant for scanning for location for COVID. I'm like, oh, this is so much better, this type of scanning. We don't remember those days. It's like, oh no scanning. No, just for shopping only, please. Not my location. So there we go. If you want to go over there, because that will help you immensely with the card that we're doing today, and you'll then know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about measurements. So let's show you what I used. So firstly, you want to use your Calypso Coral base. Let's get that out because I only got these 2 layers out and not my Calypso Coral. We need that base as well. You can either use the Gorgeous Grape or the Calypso Coral base. It just depends on which way you like your cards to open. I open mine because they look good with the photo. But if you want a normal, like regular card that most people do in the world, it's usually this fold. I mean, that's what people are used to. I know when people get my cards, they go like this. They're like, what's going on with this card? But anyway, it's a point of difference. So you can either do it Gorgeous Grape or Calypso Coral, whatever it is you're liking. And then we've got this first layer of the same color. So you can see it's got Highland Heather and then another Highland Heather. So that is going to be our larger of the 2, which is the Flirty Flamingo. And then we've got a basic white layer that is in the Pecan Pie. Now this little strip here, I actually don't know what it would be in the inches, unfortunately. I will work it out for you though, because it's just a few. Let's have a look on here because I do have the measurements in Imperial for you. Let's go to, this is where the templates are brilliant in the other countries, because what I can do is go over to Pecan Pie and then it will spit out whatever the measurement is in your country. Oh, actually I don't think I've done the templates for the Imperial. I do have them on my tutorial, so I'll get that a little bit later and I'll find it out for you. Or, in fact, even better, I'll pop it up on the description afterwards, just so that you know exactly what the measurements are for this piece here, okay? Because it is different in every country. I know you could be saying, just measure that, but your card is going to be completely different to my card if you live in US or Canada. Yes, it's a thing. I know, it's a bit confusing, isn't it, everyone? How dare they have different measurements everywhere around the world? So, in true Kylie style, I am not going to do the same Highland Heather card, because why would I do that? I've just shown you a Highland Heather card, so you need something different. I'm going to show you it in Night of Navy, because it's going to look hot, man. It's going to look so good. So I'm going to do my Calypso Coral base to start with. And remember, you can do Gorgeous Grape size if you wish. I'm going to burnish this by using my trimmer. Do you think I can find my bone file? Already I'm losing things, people. How is this possible? I literally just did a tidy of the craft room and still can't find anything. Oh, it's a day in the life of Kylie Bertucci, I'm telling you. Oh, there it is. It's hiding back in my embossing tray again. Last week I blamed Bruno for the scissors going missing, which, everyone, they're here. Oh, hello little ones. They went into the embossing folder tray. How even? Bruno was so excited when he was vindicated. So did you see how I did that? I just went right up in the edge of the trimmer and then folded the edge. And the reason why I do that is it has a nice perfect edge there and a nice crisp image. If I didn't burnish that, it would be like this, like sitting open like this, and it's just, there's nothing worse. You just need a nice crisp fold. Now, what did we say? The next layer was going to be the same color as the base, which is the Flirty Flamingo. So I've got the measurements on the back, but I don't want to confuse you, so because you might be from the US or from Canada. So you use the templates to get your tutorial to get your exact size, so that we're going to go like that. And even though it's the same color, I love this look. I love color, like color on color, the same color on top of the other color. It's just, I don't know, there's something really special about it. And then we've got the pecan pie, or as some of you like to say, pecan. I like a bit of pecan pie. We don't really have pecan pie in Australia. It's not a thing. Is it a thing for anyone? Am I wrong in saying it's not really an Australian thing? Because, yeah, I don't know if I've even ever, I think I might have had it once. But we would say pecan pie. Okay, so that's it. They're my layers. And then all I'm going to do now is get a piece of the Night of Navy, which we have left from that sheet. And I'm actually going to keep it at that size because I've already run through this through the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, the SCEM, as I like to call it for short. So just with these dies that I'm using, this is the old, this is, as I was saying, something from the mini catalogue. This is the Two-Tone Flora die. Now, this die here can be quite problematic for some people because it's quite detailed. So what I recommend, something that I did this time as well, is I actually did it the other way up. I did it this way to start with, but I found I got a more, like I could actually watch it cut through when I had it the other way up, because what you can do is as you're cutting, I'll just sort of nest it in here so that you can see for yourself. There we go. So as you're cutting, what you're going to see is that it's cutting through. And I noticed just in this area here, mainly because it's in the middle of where you're cutting, normally the edges have more pressure. But this sort of spot here seems to be a little bit of a blind spot. So just keep an eye on that, run it through until you really see that it has cut through, and you'll know when it's done that. So that's why I like having it facing up. Personally, I found that was better for me. Some people put a shim, but I found it was already tight. So I didn't really have much room to put a piece of cardstock in there on top of, yeah, what I was already doing. So it might be worthwhile trying it with the adhesive sheets. So I didn't actually do that, and it would work really well for adhering it onto your piece, which is what we're going to do. But I found keeping it intact like this and gluing down, and then we're going to do our cutting, was a much better way to use this die. So I'll just cut down the side here. I've got my trimmer right in front of me. I'll just use that. Now, again, I'm going to keep everything intact, and it's okay if it overhangs, and I'm just going to use some Tombow glue. But yes, listen to what I say, don't do what I'm doing. Maybe get some adhesive sheets. Now, if you weren't here last week for my live, you may have heard that I finally got my new toolkit. It took a little while to arrive, but can highly, highly recommend it. And particularly this one here. He is my best friend. And every time I go live now, I'm going to be making sure that my Tombow glue has been cleared out and is happy. And I'm going to do it for you. I'm not even going to do it before I go live. I'm going to do it while I'm going live. Because, you know, just in between, I'm sure it's going to... I keep saying to myself, just put the lid on, but no, that would be too easy, wouldn't it, to actually put lids on and, you know, be organised. It's just not what I do, really. It's not how I craft. Some people are like this. It is not me. And that's okay. I've embraced it. And now I have a tool that says it's okay that your Tombow gets clogged every time, because I'm going to help you unclog it really easily and simply. No drama. So I'm just really just dotting all these sections. If you wanted to, I have seen, I think Patty Bennett showed me it for the first time, where she got a dauber, and you can add a little bit of water from your water painter into the Tombow glue that you put on a clear block, and then sort of, you know, use the sponge to dab on the glue. But I find this is pretty good. It just can overflow a little bit sometimes if you get too much in one spot. That's the only thing. It's happened to us all, and it gets a little bit claggy. But, you know, I can handle claggy. So I think that's mostly all of it. We're only going to use partial anyway, so let's see if I've missed any here. I mean, the bits that I miss, hopefully there's bits around it that I didn't miss. So it's not going to be too much of a drama. I'm just going to check that this is coming out okay. Oh yeah, there's a piece there. It still feels, oh, hello. I really have to show you this. This is so funny. Yep, it's coming through. So I'll just tip a little bit in there. Just won't waste that, because it's very useful to just, you know, I don't like wasting stuff, so we'll just use that. I'm just tapping in there rather than squeezing. Yeah, la la la. Good. That looks good. Even without being live, things just happen, and I'm just going to run with it. That's just how I roll. Okay, so that looks good. And we'll just stick that there. Happy, happy. Do you like my little gift from Jessie? Isn't it beautiful? I've been meaning to wear it, and it's so handy because it's like elastic, and it's just perfect for crafting because it's not making any noise. But it also goes really nice with my watch too. She's a good friend. Okay, does that look good? I think it looks good. So we'll just wait for that to sort of dry off a little bit, and I'll stick these layers together. And we've also got a sentiment to do as well. So I can actually layer all these down because none of them I'm lifting up. Wonderful. Stick that down, and I'll actually use this glue here so that we don't waste that. I hate to be wasteful. There we go. This is where I love the green glue for something as fine as this. Look how fine that is, but it adds something so special. And now I'm going to get that little piece and go like that. La la la. Playing around. And then go like this, just to smoosh it down. You could actually even use, I saw this in craft class, one of the ladies using the other side. I was like, is there another side to the glue? Just to, you know, sort of, if you have one of these mistakes and you want to smoosh it around a bit. And yes, that is an actual word, smoosh. But yes, there's another side to the green glue, peeps. Did you learn that now? Is that the first time you've thought of the other side? Who uses the other side? Any of you use the other side usually? Or is that the first time you've ever seen it used? There we go. Push that down. Ah, voila. And then I've got a piece for inside. And of course you can decorate this, but I didn't actually do any stamping on this one today. I thought I'll leave it plain. But remember, you can use your designer series paper scraps if there's a nice Night of Navy in colour, or the Night of Navy designer series paper. That's a great way to use that paper, because you know it's going to match perfectly. There's some really great ones in the annual catalogue. I think they're dots, and I don't think it's stripes this year, but yeah, there's some really good ones in there. Actually, I'll just show you here. Sometimes everyone misses those ones, and they're really great to have. If we go to the, there's the new take your pick tool. So make sure you get that with the Tombow picker. That's what we're calling it. That's the official name now, the Tombow picker. So this section here, so you've got the in colours in the 6x6, but you've also got all of the colour families. Now you're looking at that and you might think, oh, it's just the brights, but it comes in brights, neutrals, regals, and subtles. So it's a really great set of papers to get. Oh, it does have those beautiful stripes. So you imagine, you know, inside here we've got the Night of Navy, and you could go for these small love hearts, you know, the little tiny lines, and it would be perfectly in the Night of Navy, so you know it's going to match. And I just love this about Stampin' Up. Having this perfectly matched paper is like, yes please. It's just a really, really handy product to have if you don't have it in your collection. Now, what else do we need to do here? We need to do some, I've got a little mark on there. I'm going to get my little tool here and just rub that off. Yes. Don't you love that? Thank you. Little tip, if you don't have one of these, you can use your polymer stamps. It's a bit disrespectful, but it works, people. You just literally grab the polymer and you rub it on there and it works. Yep, ask me how I know. Now, we'll get some Night of Navy. I've got a little scrap piece here for our sentiment. And we've got a few to choose from here. I used the I Hope Your Day is Filled with Joy. And I love this, you know, layout with the portrait rather than landscape. But let's do a landscape one just so that you can see the difference. So we can do Let's Eat Cake with Sincere Sympathy, sending you lots of love and hugs. Oh, that's so me. Hugs! I just love saying hugs because I love hugs. They're my favourite thing ever. And we'll get a block here to pop that on. Is it a grubby one? Of course it is. Would we expect nothing less? And we'll get some powder on there. That just stops all the static and the powder from going places it shouldn't. All we want it to do is to go where we stick this Versamark glue. So that's the only place we want powder. We'll just take those out so that we can tip the powder on. Thank you, Versamark. And highly recommend, for me personally, I don't refill them. I just get a new one. And it is getting to that stage where I feel like it probably needs to be replaced. So if you have challenges with your embossing, it just doesn't seem to work out, or it's a bit too claggy, sometimes if you refill, it's very difficult to get that exact amount that you need. We either go usually we go too much, and then you end up with too much ink or too much Versamark in there, and that creates a poor image. So I just feel I'm better off leaving it to the professionals. I'm just going to lift it this side. Actually, I'm just going to grab my tweezers because they're fantastic and they save my little hands from getting burnt. You just clip this and then they stay on. And this is able to be heat. It's not going to melt or anything like that. And I like to go from underneath just so that you can, oh, I tapped a little bit of the, oh, that's a bit better. Yeah, if you go from underneath, you can see what's happening with this embossing. Oh, here we go. Sending You is coming up. And now we've got the lots of love and hugs. Brilliant. So you can see that's all embossed. We do have a little bit of dotting there, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I can handle it. But yes, I probably just tapped it a little bit when I was moving it. Now we just feed this in. If you haven't used our punches before, they just go up the top like this, and then you can stamp. Now, if you wanted to, you could use the border as well. I'm going to actually leave it for this one. I just want to have the sentiment only. But it looks fantastic. I'll show you a prototype that I did with the outside using this stamp. It's up to you whether you want to use the border or not. So there's two borders. There's one that's just dots, which is in this one here. And there's one that is a stronger border, which I did a different card showing you how Love It, Chop It works perfectly with this bundle. Having the, like this size and this sentiment is absolutely perfect for a Love It, Chop It card. So literally all I have done, if you looked at our video last week, I just cut this down, stuck it on, and then did the sentiment. And that is it, people. And then in the inside, I did the same paper. It's just absolutely beautiful, that paper. It's called, oh, do you think I can remember? It's right here. Come here, little one. Delightful Floral. And I kept calling it Delightfully Floral. And because I had it already pre-cut, I did my Love It, Chop It last week. And I thought, oh, just bang. And look, I've still got some left. Just put it on the card and then added the sentiment and raised it on dimensionals. And yeah, this bundle is just absolutely must have, because it's like, I hope your days are filled with joy, sympathy. You know, it's got Mr. and Mrs. So wedding, let's eat cake. Well, you know, there's lots of different reasons we can eat cake. So it's a really great set. But yeah, and then even the little pieces in between, like you got your love hearts, this beautiful flower, like all of those can be used for different things, even for you. Really lovely. So excellent bundle, that one, and available now. So I actually don't know if they're going to pull it. Like, that's the other urgency too. It's not in the online exclusives. I'm trying to find it in the online exclusives. It's not in there. It's a specialty one from the new mini catalogue coming up for January to April. So it's kind of like this. I couldn't even find the information from Stampin' Up saying it's going to disappear, or is it going to be like, how long are we going to have it for? So it really is a case of, if you like it, I would get it now, because I don't know when it's going to go. Just trying to see if I can find the image that I took of it today. Wasn't that one? No. Where did I don't know where pictures disappear to, seriously. I'm like, didn't I take a picture of this? Maybe I took it on my computer, because I did post it in my team page, and I said, FYI everyone, this is amazing and you need it in your life. There it is. So the code here, 162889, if you want to write that down, 162889, that's for the bundle. And you know, why wouldn't you do the bundle? Because then you get 10% off. But if you just do a search for Heartfelt Hexagon, you'll see the punch or the stamp set, whichever one you want. But yeah, that's it. And I don't know if it's being pulled before the new catalogue. I really don't. There was no information on that. So I would get it today, because World Card Making Day is tomorrow here in Australia. So I don't know if it gets pulled off after that's over, if it's just a promo for the World Card Making Day. Honestly, I tried to look for info and I haven't got to call Stampin' Up to ask them. So I just say, go buy it, because you know how much I love to enable you all. Now, I'm going to cut one side fairly close. And I will actually score first, just to give that little groove. Okay, so that's good. Now, the other side, I'm actually going to do it at 6 centimeters if you're in metric measurements. If you're in the US and Canada, I will pop up, because I think yours will be probably around, I would go the 3-inch mark for you guys. Because you guys have a wider card. This might be too skinny for you. But you've got this side here now too that you can still use, so don't waste that. And then I'm just going to cut to the very edge. And again, you could do it the other side if you wanted to, like flip it over. But I find once it's stuck down, it's a lot better. If you try and cut this die without the base, oh, you're in so much of a world of trouble. It's so hard. And then I went to 13.4 for all of the metric peeps. And this is the only measurement I don't know for US and Canada. So I'll pop that up for you. Okay. And there we have it. Isn't that just beautiful? It's just such a nice way to use this die. And all we are going to do simply is frame this around like so and stick that down. So you can see it's got that beautiful border around the edge. So I'll stick that down. I was like, oh, do I need to stab my glue again? Because guess what? Kylie didn't put a lid on. What a surprise. Okay. Stick that there. Make sure your flowers are facing the right way. There is a right way and a wrong way with this die, because if it was this way, no, that's upside down. So just make sure it's the right way around. And then we're going to stick this down. Look at that. Oh, is it not just absolutely gorgeous? And how simple is it, people? Don't you love it? Chop it. We'll get some dimmies. I think I'm opening a new one. Isn't that exciting? Because I actually was a very good girl and I used all the edge on my last card. I chopped all the edge and used it all. So we're using a freshie. Welcome, little one. Welcome. You've been christened. There we go. Love it, love it, love it. And if you want to do in Lisa style, we'll see if it works with the really thin one. We'll see if it works with my Tombow one. Ooh, I think I like it better. I think he's a winner. Our Tombow sticky, and for this, I feel like that is actually easy to lift. I think Bruno will even like this tool. I think he's going to be impressed with that, because he goes, oh, I can never lift it like Lisa does. She has the thicker one, but I really like that. A lot better. Now, where are we placing this? We could even go a little bit over here. I think the original one that I did, I was a bit more over, but yeah, I think having it sort of on the point makes sense to me. And I'll go about there. Oh, love, love, love. Now you can totally add some ribbon to this. I think it would look absolutely stunning with some, what ribbons have we got? Oh, is this a current one? I'm so bad with my ribbon. I can never throw it out. Are you like me? But how good would that look, hey? With a bow on this side. Absolutely stuns art. I'm like Debs now that I didn't think about it earlier. So just, learn from my mistake and put some beautiful ribbon on there. But we'll put some embellishments on there because that'll be nice. There's also this one here. I wonder what this one would look like, just in case that one's retired. Surely this one can't be retired. Inner braid. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Would it be too much, maybe? Maybe if it was like down here, like along that edge. There's lots of things you could do with the ribbon. So if you're a ribbon person, go for it, peeps. Go for your life. Now, I've got lots of beautiful embellishments that we've got from this new mini catalogue. If you haven't collected them all, you need them all in your life. Because I love going through these and going, which one am I going to use today? Ooh, I do like that. That's pretty. It'll be a little bit lighter, but it actually isn't bad. There's also this one here, which is very nice. The tinsel gems. It's a little bit, I feel like I need it a bit darker. Let's keep looking. We've got that one that's a lighter. We've got some opaque ovals. We've got the dots. Aha, I think we've found it, people. I found a winner. The last one. Yes, I'm using them. So this one here, this is one of the ones, the ombre matte dots, that you want to have quite a few of because there's not a huge amount of the exact same color. I mean, you can use the gradient, of course, but I like it to be the one color. Look at this. I was going to pull it off, but I knew you'd all love it because it's just welcome to Kylie's craft room. Hello, little one. Where chaos reigns and we love it. We embrace chaos. So I'm just going to pick this up. Perfection is not a requirement. And should I do? I think I'm going to do a little one. Oh, look at that. Oh, so cute. I love that little one. And then we'll do another bigger one over on this side. And that's all I'm going to do, peeps. Because, yes, I love, love, love. See how that just all brings it in. And you just need 3 or 5. If you're going really crazy, you can go 7. But usually 3 is my standard for cards. I feel like 3 is a nice amount. 5, ooh. You know, I'm really splashing out if I'm doing 5, but 3 is just perfect, and it just, for me, just finishes a card. Especially if I'm not using ribbon, or, you know, it might be a bit much if you were using ribbon as well. But yeah, I love it. So there you go, people. We have made a beautiful card together using different colour. And yet, if you saw this card and you saw this card, would you think it's the same card? I think you would be forgiven if you didn't, because it does have its own unique little look to it, especially because we've gone landscape instead of portrait, and the different base color makes a big difference. So I'd love to see this done with like your autumn colors, like Cajun craze, or even the copper clay would be absolutely spectacular. So you could kind of give it that autumn feel if you wanted to, or fall, as some of you like to call it. But yeah, even the pinks, I know a lot of you out there are pink peeps. You know I'm not, but I love you all, so sometimes I go pink. And I'm not usually purple either, but I love Jessie, so I went purple. And I know a lot of you love purple, a little bit of Highland Heather. So yeah, just pull out even Pretty Peacock. I was super keen to try that. I think that would look absolutely hot with Pretty Peacock. But yeah, just a gorgeous, gorgeous layout, and I really hope you utilize it because I had a ball with it. It was a really nice card. And like I said, this bundle, the Heartfelt Hexagon, so that's it there, 162889. Remember, you can get them separate, but that Heartfelt Hexagon bundle is available now. I don't know how long for. I don't know if it's getting pulled after World Card Making Day, which is a free event that you are welcome to go to. But yeah, it's a pre-order from the new catalogue coming up. So I would definitely get that now, because that punch alone, I am going to be using that all the time. And for loveitchopit, just absolutely brilliant. Great way to have affordable cards. I love the fact that it's a punch, because, you know, I love the dies, but, you know, you do need to get out your Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. But with a punch, if you're new to card making, punches and a sentiment like this, a sentiment set and some paper is all you need to make really beautiful cards. So this is a really simple version. This is, you know, stepping it up a little bit more and using the dies and the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. But yeah, this is just great. And if you don't have the embossing products, just do it on white and you can stamp with whatever ink you have. You know, it's great if you've got the same color as the base. And just stamp it on white if you don't have the embossing products. So you can build up, just use what you have on hand. So thank you so much for being here today, all of you. We really appreciate your support with Online Stamping Retreat, our video class bundles, our card template tutorials. So many of you have said how much that has helped you. So remember that if you wanted to get the card template tutorial so that you know what the measurements are, then you can just do so here. There you go, peeps. Oh, over here. I always get the direction wrong. Right here, people. This is the card template tutorial. Scan that one. And hopefully it will give you the ability to do some beautiful layers and gorgeous ideas like this one and give you all the measurements that you need. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me for this premiere today. And please leave a comment, share with anyone that you think would enjoy this video. And we really hope to see you for our online stamping retreat. Please remember also something that I've just literally remembered that I was meant to tell you at the beginning. There is a joining special right now that you do not want to miss. You can either have 35%, is it percent? Or $35? I have to look this up, people. Bear with, it's going to be worth it, I promise. You can either have $35. Is it dollars or percentage? Look at Bruno's coming. He's saving me. He's like, I've got you, Kylie. Oh, there, I found it. Percentage.
Cheaper or 35%?
I was like,
more?
Is it dollars or percent? Which one is it? So yes, it is 35 off. Let me see if I can put the I haven't even done the math for that, you know, in Australia. Let's do the math, because, you know, we love, I didn't realize that this was a thing, but maybe I've been doing it all along. But have you heard of girl math? Because we could totally do girl math on this.
It's on the Stampin' Up page if you just scroll down.
Is it really? Here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. They've done it all for us. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Oh, they're so good. So for those who live in Australia, if you want to get 35% off the normal starter kit, so the normal starter kit, you pay $169 and get to choose $235 of anything you want. So you get $66 of free product. However, if you want the 35% off, you pay only $109.85. So you pay only $109.85 and you can choose $235 of anything you want. What? How much is that free? That's the maths I haven't done. That's where the girl math kicks in. How much am I getting free? I know I'm paying $109.85, but I want to know how much I get free. So $109.85 minus $235, you're getting $125.15. So that basically means you're getting paid. That's girl math. You're spending $109 but getting $125.15 for free. You totally are getting paid. That's girl math. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, girl math. And when you go to your husband, say, Kylie told me I'm basically getting paid. Now, the other one is you get 35% more. So you pay the $169 and you get $317.25 worth of product. So how much are you getting free with that? I reckon it's the same, but it's just, you know, same, but different. 317.25 minus 169. Whoa, that one you get more for free. So the second option's looking pretty good, peeps. You get $148 for free. $148.25. So if we're doing girl math is telling me you want the one where you get more for free. However, you are spending more. So I think the girl math works out that either of them are great. It's like, do I want to spend less and get more? So either of them are amazing. Basically, it comes down to, what do you have on your list? How much is your list worth? If your list is over $169, well, you may as well get the 35% more. If your list is around $109, like if it's, the $100 mark, then you're better off getting their 35% off. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions about this joining offer, remember that you don't have to sell. You don't have to continue as a demonstrator. There's no lock-ins. You have quarterly minimums, but if you don't reach them, all good, just come back as a customer. You're not locked in. There's no requirements. You don't have to sell. It's just amazing. The opportunity is amazing in terms of just getting a discount up until you decide to go. And you can leave at any time. You don't have to stay for a certain period of time. Amazing. It's the best option. So if you're wanting a discount and you want to join our amazing Crazy Crafters team, then this month would be the month to do it. So check that out, people. Either 35% off or 35% extra. You can choose. And if you need help working it out, if you want me to do the girl math with you, I would love to. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we shall see you shortly somewhere on social media. Please make sure that you follow us over on our blog, kyliebertucci.com, and we're over on Instagram as well. So check us out on Instagram. We would love to connect with you, and feel free to message us if you make a card of ours or you've been inspired by something that we've done. Please let us know. We love, love, love hearing from you. So thank you to those that have reached out, and big thank you to all those who have signed up for online stamping retreat as well. We're just so excited about this event and really hope that we get to see more of you there. So thank you very much, and we shall see you next week for more crafting, live crafting, and thank you again for all you do. Bye everyone. See you soon. Bye. See you. Miss you already.